Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has arrived and returned to the 100-line Last Defense Academy. I have not had a big crash out where we'd stopped playing for months. I did take a moment to compose myself. I'm going to see where this goes, because according to Takemaru, he's a jinx. No worse than that. You're like the Grim Reaper. Nothing good. Fuck you. You know, it's like, god damn it. Okay, we're doing the crash out now, I guess. No, I'm not. But like, why? You can't give me into get me into that false sense of security where it's like, oh, I'm gonna repay the debt. You know, we're gonna move on. Give me hope that we're gonna have some interesting dynamics. God,
So do us all a favor and stay away from us.
When I heard the anger in his voice, I knew my dream was over. Making it to day 100 with everyone working together as a team, that would never happen now. Alright, okay, I have to do at least one more video before I have a crash out, because I can't just only do a minute. If I had gotten to this line before, I might have just quit right then and there, though, because that's all he...
Hey!
Taco, let's go. We're gonna earn some points to get ahead of those guys while we still can. Assholes. Takemaru stormed the cafeteria, taking the twins with him. Now it's come to this, I must retreat to the mountains. I'll undergo intense training, unlock the power I need. And those two are gonna go for Kyoshika, even though they're not angry. My only two friends in the world. Jeez, what's with those guys? All this over some dumb prize Takumi didn't even ask for? They can't help it. This game's made them paranoid. We have to justify how they're acting out of character now. Everything seems suspicious to them now. Even a little vial of cryptoglobin. Yugamu was right. All they wanted was to get rid of the Grim Reaper in their midst. The vial was just a convenient excuse for them to do that. Speaking of the vials, remember what the sponsor said back there? Something about injecting Darumi?
No matter. I will inject this into her myself.
Right, that means the sponsor probably went to Darumi's room. I think you're a little late. She could be in danger, come on. Ran for the stairs and headed up to the roof. We couldn't let the sponsor do anything to Darumi. Unico had given her life to save her, so that she was a legacy. Alright, thought. Even though Takumi forgot, I'm gonna theorize that maybe eventually it's gonna come out that some of the sponsors or people in the sponsor suit are not bad. And that felt like an ass pull, so they had to pull the whole Takumi thing. They meets them in the room and blah 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 blah, and he gets knocked up. But then also, what the fuck was that stuff about QB juice? I kind of brushed past it. Hold on, I'm gonna go watch the last video if I can find it. Okay, so they didn't say what the QB liquid. What if those two were the ones in the suits then? And they're fucking, because they were the ones who mentioned the other Takumi, or they think is me, and I fell and whatever. We wrenched open the door to Darumi's room and charged inside. She's not gonna be still out cold or a soup. Oh fuck. Darumi was awake. She was sitting on the edge of her bed, staring vaguely up at the ceiling. Darumi, you're okay. Oh, what's up, Tsubasa? Why are you and Takumi and Yugamu all out of breath? Ooh, you finally decided to kill me, right? You're breathing heavy because of the anticipation? Yeah, pass me around and have some fun with me first. You're gonna save that until after. Jesus Christ, this girl. And after killing us with some very gory and or sexy R-rated scenes, am I right? Go ahead and mess me up. Should we film it for posterity? Make sure you get my good side when my eyes roll up into the back of my head. Will you stop talking crazy for a minute, Darumi? Thank goodness, she's just the same as ever. Morbid, inappropriate sense of humor included. Are you alright, Darumi? You're not sick or in pain or anything? Nope, I'm 110% A-okay. In fact, I think actually getting some sleep for once has made my skin healthier than usual. Aw man, at this rate the bags under my eyes might disappear. I love those little black smudges like they were my own children. I don't think I could bear losing them. Wait, that's not just eyeliner? Well anyway, I'm glad she's okay. There's just one problem. How exactly are we supposed to treat Darumi from now on? Obviously I want to honor Hiroko's last wish and do whatever I can to make sure she survives. But she's also technically the person who killed Hiroko. There's no getting away from that. Okay, to be fair, everyone would have probably died if someone hadn't done it. And again, does Takumi even know what she did, or has she repressed that whole episode?
Huh?
Hey, Takumi, how much do you remember about what happened before you blacked out? Pretty much all of it. You, me, Yugamu, and Mistress Hiroko all went off on a picnic. Then we got attacked by a commander. Mistress Hiroko got mortally wounded protecting me. And then I stabbed her in the back and killed her. That just about covers everything, right? So, she remembers. I have to think she'd have been happier if she forgot, though. It's bad enough that she had to lose Hiroko, but to have to kill her herself, what can I say to someone who's been through something like that? Should I try to comfort her, reassure her that she did the right thing? I'm out of my depth. I've got no idea what to do here. Okay, Takumi, it's your turn. Tell me what's been happening while I was out. Is the killing game still going? Yeah, it is. It hasn't been a constant thing, though. We managed to end it once, and then it started up again. I explained everything to Takumi. I told her about how we'd formed the anti-sponsor alliance with Hiroko, about how Hiroko had attained one of the same kind of suit as the sponsor wore, and how, with Tsubasa's help, we'd figured out its weakness and taken down the sponsor. Of course, after that, the sponsor came back and revealed they had multiple bodies. So in the end, nothing we did even mattered. One thing, I don't know why, doesn't even matter how hard we try. Tears had sprung to my eyes while I was telling the story, saying out loud had made the pain of losing Hiroko feel fresh and raw again. And then it happened. What, that's so fun, I wish I was there? That? Are you okay? She started acting really weird, even by her standards. She was stuttering the same syllable over and over again, making her sound like an old staticky radio. Come on, Takumi, here it comes. That's what you get! Finally, Takumi screamed so loud I had to cover my ears. When her voice had finally stopped echoing around the room, I took a moment to process what she'd actually said. Did you seriously just say that's what you get? Well, duh, this is your punishment for being dumb enough to try to end the hunt ahead of time. Killing games are an immutable law of nature, you can't just end them. How could you be so stupid? Moron. What's with that attitude? I know you only just recovered, but there's a limit to what I'll put up with from you. Hiroko wanted an end to the invader hunt so no one else would have to die. She gave her life to do that. Are you just gonna trample over her feelings? Mr. Hiroko, stop the killing game. You're crazy. She was the goddess of this game. Goddess? Mr. Hiroko reveled in slaughter and bloodshed. She was the perfect embodiment of everything the invader hunt stood for. And now she's in my tummy. That makes me like the holy mother of goddess or something. Takumi tenderly placed both her hands over her stomach.
Watch over me, Mistress Hiroko. I'll kill lots of invaders and author up their blood in your name. I'll knock everyone else out of the rankings and reign supreme as the Queen of Kills! Let's all have fun killing each other, guys!
But you're not. You're killing invaders. Takumi's unbridled joy toward the killing game was unnerving, maybe even inhuman. I couldn't see us talking sense into her anymore. She was an uncontrollable monster. Was everything we did really... I'm sorry, put her in the fucking cage. There's a limit to this. Our alliance again. This is not a comedy route, you know? Getting this Hiroko sacrifice. What was the point of any of it? Oh God. Where are we going with this now? The day after the sponsor came back to life, Yugamu, Tsubasa, and I got together for another meeting of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. The way I see it, we've got two options open to us. We can continue playing the game, or kill the sponsor to end it. What, again? Is that even possible? That's something we can discuss if we choose that option. Right now, we've got to decide what direction we're going to take. I say we, but really it's up to you, Takumi. You want me to decide? You are the Alliance's leader. That's what Hiroko said, remember? Come to think of it, she did give me that job, didn't she? You have just been appointed the leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. She might even have given me the position because she knew she was gonna die. Is that why? Did she think I could hold the Alliance together even after she was gone? Are you really sure you want someone like me as your leader? I don't really have any skills or talents. Nah, dude, it's gotta be you. You've got the courage and resolve we need to get us through this. I'd like you to be leader too, Takumi. I just know if anything happens, you'll come to my rescue. It's reassuring to have someone like that in charge. You guys, honestly, I think this might be too much for me, but if these two are willing to put their faith in me, I can't let them down. All right, I'll accept the position as leader. I might not have very much going for me, but I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. That's the spirit. Okay then, oh great and powerful leader. Tell us where our alliance is going to go from here. Do we continue to participate in the Invader Hunt, or do we try and kill the sponsor? Continue the hunt or kill the sponsor? Obviously, taking part in this game is out of the question. I won't stand by and watch another of my friends die at the hands of the every round. Lose any more than this, it's going to be hard to get through our defensive battles too. But the only way to stop the game is by killing the sponsor, and I'm not sure if that's even possible anymore. Now that they've come back from the dead, I feel more untouchable than ever. How are we supposed to beat someone with multiple bodies? Even if we came up with something, how could we know if we got them all? Playing the game and killing the sponsor are both equally impossible. Either. I'm choosing the third option. The third? We run. We leave this place and the killing game behind. After all, we know where the escape pod is. If we can find a new way to if we can find a... I did not see this coming. If we can find a way to activate it early, we can all go back to the artificial satellite. The sponsor and their bees are powerful, but there's no way they can follow us all the way into space. Takumi, what are you talking about? We went over this already. The escape pod is out of commission. Out of commission? I mean, we can't use it at all? Since when? Tsubasa, remember when Takumi hit his head that time? Oh, so you forgot about that too, huh? In that case, it'll be easier to just show you again. Come on, let's go to the hangar. Okay, so there is absolute... Okay, originally we had assumed back in, the route that I hate, when Takumi blacked out and there were instances of the other Takumi, that was the Gi, and the Gi itself admitted it, but what if there is legit another Takumi running around doing something? Maybe. Tsubasa led us to the storage room underneath the gym, and there I saw. How the fuck did this happen? Huh? Every inch of the escape pod's surface was riddled with holes. What happened here? Did it get shot up by a machine gun or something? Whoa, exact same reaction as last time. You really did lose your memory, huh? Didn't you? Or it's a future Takumi who acted the same as he did the first time. Never mind that. Is that how this route is gonna end? We go back in time for some fucking reason? I mean, there are plenty, but never mind that. Tell me what's going on here. Who did this? It's more or less of who or more of a what. We can't really blame anyone except the bacteria. The what? Bacteria has microscopic life forms, but the pod's not organic after they destroy solid metal. Let me explain. The corrosion's been caused by something called particle bacteria. It erodes matter on a molecular level, so it's invisible to the naked eye until the damage starts to show. Bacteria eats away at metal to grow stronger. Actually, I'm not sure if eat is the right word. Technically, it's more like the energy released during the oxidation process allows its cells to reproduce. Don't be fooled by the bacteria part of the name. It's not really alive, just a chemical substance. That said, we're talking about something that randomly occurs in quantum level space, so there's not a lot we know about it. Is there any chance of repairing the pod, and why did this only happen in this timeline route? Not the way it is now. I'd have to get rid of the particle bacteria first. Is that possible? Tsubasa took out a photograph and showed it to me. Well, yeah, but I need some of this. QB liquid. It's the only thing that can purge the bacteria. I have no idea where to find it, though. What about the biolab? I looked in there already. This is rare stuff. I don't think there's a single vial of it in the whole school. At this point, the only thing we can do is search around in the ruins outside school and hope for the best. So we're looking for a rare material while also not trying to fall behind in the rankings. I have a feeling that's not going to be easy. We'll have to repair the pod eventually, but activating it and getting out of here early does seem almost impossible. You get the position we're in now? Using this to escape the game just isn't feasible. We'll need to go with a different strategy. So we're back to the first two choices I offered you. Play the game or kill the sponsor. What's it gonna be? Those are my two choices, huh? Taking everything I know into account, though. Sorry, I still think the third choice is the best option. We'll find a way to repair the pod and use it to escape from the game. You sure? We just went through doing that so hard it's practically impossible. We're gonna face steep odds no matter what we do. I'd rather take a chance in a path I believe in. Step 1 is to find the QB liquid, destroy the particle bacteria, and repair the damage. That's a lot of steps. After that, we focus on finding a way to activate the pod early. Once that's done, we get everyone on board and get out of here, back to the artificial satellite. Prioritize escaping to safety. That's what you're going with, Takumi? Well, I did say I'd respect our leader's decision. I'm cool with you too, Tsubasa. Sure, if that's what you want, If that's what you want, Takumi, I'm fine with it. I've already made up my mind to stand by you to the very end. That's the way I treated you before. I want to make up for that and be as supportive as I can now. Tsubasa, my heart gave a little leap. These two are putting so much faith in me, it made me feel like I could make it through any ordeal. Tsubasa, are you sure you're okay to work with us? Aren't you technically still on Nozomi's team with the other girls? It's fine. I've decided to officially leave that team. I feel bad for them losing a fighter, but you guys are way more important to me. Way more important to when I heard that I almost broke down into tears. Even an outcast like me is people consider important so long as I'm something I can do. This whole outcast thing seems really forced. And we'll make it back to the satellite together. All right, guys, let's fix this escape pod. We're all going home and we're going back alive. Are they hammering this in to justify when we leave everyone else or have a choice to leave everyone else? All right. We had our goal. Now we just had to start making it a reality. The first order of business was going out to try to find some QB liquid. Out beyond the school, we explored the ruins of what had once been stores, ransacking the shelves for anything that looked like what we needed. Of course, we should have known better than to think we'd find something that rare that easily. Whereas now where we finally get to... The fact that this route has not been, like... Hold on a minute. The fact that this route has barely, once we got onto this part, skipped around. And we've still got to go back to the fucking mystery route at some point, right? Yeah. How will we know when we reach Story Lock 2? Will it tell us? Because I was thinking about it, what if, and this would be really bad, IMHO, what if, like, it says 2, what if that stupid fucking slasher, God, I'm really bitter about that, what if the stupid slasher route, wherever you were, what if something in here is lock 1, and we couldn't have even gotten to this other stuff without that? If that was supposed to be the first route, or one of them, no. But before we knew it, the sky had turned dark orange of sunset. Oh. Phew, the sun's going down. We should probably call it a day. It's not dark yet. Let's keep going a little longer. Oh. The fact also that we were betrayed and everything again, or not betrayed, but they left, they're paranoid of Takumi again, really could lend to exploration of how he, like, more than just showing a couple of CGs of how in the past 100 days we were friends in Nakama and all that, but now there's not, and everything I've said before, but I don't fucking know, man. To our strength. Don't forget, tomorrow's the last day of the first round. You never know what might happen when things get right down to the wire. We need to be ready to deal with any kind of unexpected conflict. All right, it is tomorrow, isn't it? Based on our current standings, no one from our team was in any real danger of being executed, but it made sense to be careful all the same. All right, let's head back for today. In the interests of staying fresh for tomorrow, we returned to the school and went straight to bed. Time passed, and eventually... the final day of the Invader Hunt's first round arrived. Little inappropriate to put this music on. Here it comes, the end of round. Here it is, the end of round run 1. Whoever it is at the bottom of the rankings at Big Night will be executed by the sponsor. Last time I checked, Shoma was in last place. I wonder what's going through his mind now that he's facing death. What does he feel like? Maybe I'll go check on him while there's still time. Oh, Takumi. Good morning. Good morning, Shoma. Sorry to call on you so early. It's fine. I don't mind. Are you feeling all right? I feel bad. I can't give a Shoma a voice to Shoma like that. Spending too much time breathing the same air as me will probably spoil the rest of your day, you know? Self-esteem is just as low as ever, but he doesn't seem to be scared. Shoma, how can you be... Did he not get told? You're at the bottom of the rankings. If you don't earn some points quick, then... I know, but it's okay. I've decided to accept my death as gracefully as I can.
Ugh.
Just gonna accept it? Don't you want to survive?
Ah.
Of course. Well, I did it first anyway.
Ah.
I wanted to make it out of here someday and see Leo again, but I changed my mind.
Ah.
The other person shouldn't have to die just to keep a piece of human trash like me alive a little longer. That's it? You're okay with being killed in this messed up game we're being forced to play? No, I hate that it has to be this way. That's all the more reason for me not to struggle against the inevitable. What do you mean? If I stay where I am in last place, no one else will have to worry about dying. The sponsor wants to see us panic and turn on each other, but that's not going to happen. I may not be able to defeat the sponsor, but I can at least disappoint them. I'm going to consider that a win. Where the hell has this strength of character been most of the game?
I'll end my life with my one and only victory. That's good enough for me.
Oh, Ma! Oh! Selma, seeing Shoma's smile in the face of certain death brought a tear to my eyes. All this time, we'd been so focused on our own survival, and here he was, willing to give his life to save the rest of us. That had to take a tremendous amount of inner strength and kindness, too. Actually, since you're here, do you think I could ask you for one last favor? A favor? Could you take over looking... Oh. After Ava for me. She needs someone to bring her food and clean her cage and talk to her so she won't get lonely. The fact I'll be leaving her alone here is the one thing that still bothers me. I just want her to be happy. Ever since I refused to give Ava her mask back, we hadn't exactly been on great terms. But if this was Shoma's last request, I owed it to him to try. I nodded firmly. To the game's credit, there is an interesting... I'm not sure if it's not parallel. I don't think contrast is the right word, but the fact that on the other side of this route, Ava killed him. The fact that here, meanwhile, Shoma is, you know, like I know 90% of the time that their quote unquote relationship just feels weird because he's like treating her like a pet. But his heart's in the right place, I guess. I'll do whatever I can to protect her from harm and misfortune. I promise. She is the mother of my children, the love of my life, my beautiful wife, after all. Thank you. That's such a relief. Now I really do have no regrets. I spent the whole... It's really sweet. That is the first time this game... I can't believe... Is this game getting over fucking Shoma? God. I spent the whole of that day with Shoma. He told me about Ava's favorite foods and regaled me with stories about him and Leo back at the residential complex. We passed the time chatting aimlessly even after the sun went down. But then, on the stroke of midnight, kind of fucked that no one else showed up. Hunters of the Special Defense Unit gather in the schoolyard immediately. The closing ceremony for the first round is upon us. We're called to the schoolyard by the announcement. You couldn't voice that? Really? I feel like you could have lingered on this a little bit. There, we were all forced to watch Shoma's execution. Shoma Genjaki, alas, his refusal to compete seriously made the end of this first round quite the anticlimax. The final struggle to stay out of last place is usually... What do you mean usually? Usually one of the most exciting parts of the game. I hope we'll have no cowards in the next round. I encourage you all to put all your energy into the hunt from now on. If you want to end up like him, do you? Shoma was just a Okay, the one in front is doing the this face, but... Or no, the this face. But then the two onto the... We can't see that, this one, but the two to that on the other side of the screen are making this face, so... I think... or is the one on the end thinner? Maybe? I don't know. Romo was just a shriveled up corpse now. He looked so small, like some kind of grotesque figurine. Damn it, I'm sorry I couldn't save you, Shoma. Not sorry enough that you spent the last day with him. I'm sorry, Shoma. Middling in flavor and ample of nutrients. Thanks to his contribution, we've become stronger still. more cryptoglobin the sponsor absorbs, the more powerful they get, and I can feel it from here. When does the second round start anyway? I'm guessing we're not going to dive into it right from tomorrow. You can relax on that count. I will grant you all a week's respite for surviving the first round. Really? The second round will begin on day 43. Use that time to rest, recuperate, and prepare for the next hunt. Not very long, but at least we can get some time off. Not like we could take it easy, though. We can use that time to get stronger and survive the next round, too. Imakako, as of right now, you guys are at boot camp. We're going out to the mountains. Why? Oh, great. I've never been any good at this sporty jock stuff. Week off, will we be able to find the QB liquid and get out of here in that time? I hereby call the first round of the Invader Hunt to a close. I'll leave the task of getting rid of this filthy corpse to you. Oh, fuck you. We dug a grave for Shoma in the schoolyard and buried his body.
Thank you, Shoma. You saved us all. I won't forget what you've done for us. I promise.
Words of gratitude came spilling out of my mouth. Thanks to Shoma's sacrifice, the rest of us didn't have to struggle to stay out of last place. However, for some reason, that's only going to be something Takumi heard, and he's not going to tell anyone about it. There's not going to be conflict about it right now. The sponsor was wrong. Shoma wasn't a coward. He was the only one of us who had the strength to put others first.
I won't let your sacrifice be in vain.
The other friend dead, thanks to the Invader Hunt. This can't be allowed to continue. We're finding that liquid and repairing the escape pod. We'll find a way to get it working. Then we're getting everyone on board and getting out of here. Back home. Back to the artificial satellite. Day 36.
Up and out of troops! Time to rise and shine!
Isn't what you think it is, but actually it's time to say farewell.